What's going on YouTube? Slimmer6 back here with another video. And in this video today, I have a new Nintendo 3DS XL Metroid Prime Samus Edition. And I just recently picked this one up off of Facebook Marketplace. And the reason why I ended up actually picking this one up is because the owner gave me a very good deal on this unit. If you look here on eBay, these units are going anywhere from $500, $600, $700. You feel me? $700 with the box. Now, the owner did not include a box with this one, but as you can see, these prices are very high. They're very up there. $450 for this one. It looks like there's no box. Now, when I go to a Facebook Marketplace or the conversation I had, this one actually was selling for $400. If you look at the listing, I offered $200 cash. He said the lowest he could do is $350. I said $250. He said $300. He came back and said he could do $250 right here. He could do $250. So I ended up saving about, if they're going on eBay for the lowest, about $500, I ended up saving at least $250 going the offer up or Facebook Marketplace route. I went down the road, picked it up, came back with it, no box. He did include the charger. He did not include the charger. He just gave me the system. He just gave me the unit, no charger, but it did include a stylus. So I do have the stylus right here. You know, pretty regular stuff. The little sticker for the barcode is there. You know, so this is just a nice addition to my collection. It's my second new Nintendo 3DS XL that I own, and it's my third Nintendo 3DS XL. And overall, this right here is my seventh Nintendo 3DS altogether. The reason why I wanted to go ahead and pick this one up is because it's a special edition, and just like the Galaxy new Nintendo 3DS, it actually is a little bit rare, and it appears to be worth a little bit of bread. It appears to be worth some coins, so that also incentivized me to go and get it, because at this point in my Nintendo 3DS collection, I'm not really interested in picking up anything else, you know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and open this bad boy up right here. As you can see, you got the Samus Metroid Prime figurine on the front of the unit. On the back, you kind of have a hexagon pattern. It's very faint though. And then you have the Metroid Prime logo right there. New Nintendo 3DS. You got your game card slot, headphone slot, stylus slot. Here's a look at the top of the unit. And then if you open it up, I watched this on another channel. It looks like you have a piece of the Metroid Prime Samus's uniform. It looked like you got a piece of the armor right here as the device. Now, if you open it up, it's just a regular new Nintendo 3DS XL. Nothing really special about it. Nothing that screams out Metroid Prime. Now, I'm not too big on the Metroid Prime series of video games. I did play a little bit in 6th grade. That's what I remember. Then if I open it up side by side with the new Nintendo 3DS XL Galaxy Edition, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and fire this one up. He restored everything to factory settings. I believe that's what he told me. So I wasn't able to do too much testing out. I just gave him the money that he asked for and got up out of there. I like that when you fire it up, it says new Nintendo 3DS. I never seen that before. So let me go ahead and just zoom in a little bit as we walk through this initialization process. Move the 3D slider up. Just make sure you can see it. Activate 3D. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that. You're not gonna be able to see that. But yeah, cool. 3D works. And again, I went and picked this one up because it was just a good deal, you know? And the main thing with OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and things of this nature is you never know what people are willing to part ways with. And you'll be surprised at the deals that folks will give you in order to get rid of something. It's surprising when you make someone an offer and they just kind of take the offer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on there to get over on anybody or, you know, rip anybody off, but I feel that $250 for this one is a pretty good price. $250 for a unit like this in good condition, I feel like it's a good price. It's over retail. I'm paying over retail for it, so that's really cool. That's a good deal for the person selling it, is the fact that I'm paying over retail. It retailed for $199. I'm paying $250 for it, so somewhere in there you make a little bit of profit. You know, I think $50 profit, and you got to enjoy it all these years. And then I'm pulling up, I'm paying you $250 for it. So I feel like it's a good deal for them. As you can see, this unit is very stock, very bare bones. There's nothing on here. Just the starter applications. So let me take a game. Right here we have Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance that I also found. I picked this one up at GameStop. If you open it, it's got the AR cards. 2 AR cards with the Kingdom Hearts. A download code that I can't use anymore. Project registration, actually. It looks like there's an instruction booklet. So this was a pretty chunky pack. Oh, wow. This person got some progress done. That's what I like to see. I love games that, like, I love buying pre-owned titles where the person actually put in some work and then just buy the game to keep it and then return it. And then I'm paying for it and then nothing has been done. This is hard. Does this work? The C stick in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance? Nope. But I believe you, look, L and R bring everything around. You feel me? Oh, that's so nice. This is probably the last part of the game. The music sounds like it. So this is probably the final sequence of Kingdom Hearts. Where it's like you keep fighting the boss over and over. And then you reach the credits and then it respawns you back to that point. Skip the scene. I just want to see what the fight's like. Another scene. Now we got a boss battle. And I'll probably just keep this game in here. That's either Xehanort, Ansem, Axel, one of them names. Xemnas. Yeah, this is nice. Do I have cure? Oh, I was about to cure myself, but that's hard. That's nice. So, Metroid Prime Samus Edition. In another video, I'll probably just mod it, and I'll probably just mod it in another video and show you guys what I end up doing to it. Or maybe I could just open up this new SD card and try to mod it here and just get the games downloaded. Let's see. Let's try to open this up and just see if we could make some progress today. Cause you know, I got a lot of stuff to do, you guys. But I love providing this content. And if you're thinking about, if you have a Nintendo 3DS and you want to mod it, you definitely should, because there's just so much you could do. The possibilities are literally endless when it comes to modding your Nintendo 3DS. You could play whatever Nintendo DS game, 3DS game, Game Boy Advance game, you know, whether you own the game physically or you own a digital copy, you could do that. And at this point, why wouldn't you, when it's such an easy process? There's so many resources available to you when it comes to modding your system. And it also makes for great conversation and great content as well. So right now, just trying to power this thing down. This powerhouse, this beast of a system. And I should add that the black insert with the gold exterior, sensational. It's a beauty on the eyes. Let's go ahead and get back here. Just go ahead and loosen these back screws, take off the back plates, make me feel like a real technician. And mind you, I will be ordering that clear case for this unit. This is one of the units that you need a clear case for it. Oh, there you go. Took the back cover off, pop this out. That's a 4 GB SD card, and I'm pretty sure that 4 GB gives us ample room to do a lot of the stuff that we want to do. However, it's just not enough, you know. I might want to download every Pokemon game or every Metroid Prime game. I might want to have Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. We could not detect a micro SD card. The software in that micro SD card could not be displayed. So the SD card I was using is not one that's compatible with my Nintendo 3DS. So I'm moving over some files from my Nintendo Switch, and I'll be using this 128 that I have for my Nintendo Switch for the Nintendo 3DS. Everything that's on my Switch, it's pretty much just Pokemon stuff, nothing too heavy. I'm gonna just go ahead and move everything over to the local storage of the Nintendo Switch and use that SD card for this Nintendo 3DS that I got. I tried to get a cheap card to use, and yeah, it's just better this way. So more to come later. All right, so we're back, and the SD card that I had was not compatible with my Nintendo 3DS, so I ended up transferring the data from this one that was in my Nintendo Switch onto the local portion of the Nintendo Switch, and I'm on this menu right now. So I'm gonna just go ahead and finish up the modding process and get to downloading some games. But yeah, the Metroid Special Edition 3DS is almost halfway there. Let's go. So this right here is my favorite part. I just like to, I really like to record this portion of it, of the whole modding process, because I just feel like it's really cool and interesting just watching the system go through its paces when you're actually modding it. So there you go. Just press that button. Let it do its thing. I think that's dope as hell, man. And it's going through all these different checks, processing, micro SD, signal hacks, secret selector, crypto status, backup status, install status. Everything should green out. But pretty much what this is doing, you gotta input this prompt right here. It's gonna make it possible for you to run and use homebrew applications or custom applications. Then you press A. turn this off. You feel me? Flip it over. Pop out the SD card and go back to my computer. Okay, so now that I've moved the finalize.rom file and finalize.helper file onto the SD card and created my payloads folder, I'm gonna go ahead and power this back on. I believe you should hit start when you're powering it back on, actually. And we're just gonna run through that and let that just do its thing for a little bit, you know. Yeah, the new Nintendo 3DSs are a little bit easier to mod than the other ones as well. Just a little bit. With the older ones, I believe you have to run a prompt or a script through Python, and that makes it a little bit more tougher, a little bit more tedious. But here we are, man. So just running through this, and then once this is done, I'll put the SD card back in the computer. First, I'll download Twilight before I remove the SD card again, just so that Twilight can create the necessary folders for all the emulators and such. And then I'll inject all my virtual console ROMs as well as my Nintendo DS ROMs that I want to have on here. That way, off the rip, I'm gonna just have a full library of games. The only thing left to do is gonna be hShop and then doing the widescreen prompt so I can play my Nintendo DS games in widescreen mode. And then in the next video, I'll just do a video just showing you guys my complete collection of Nintendo DS games. So we're just waiting for this to go through. About 2 minutes left, it appears. About 2 minutes. And once you've modded a couple systems or you've modded a couple units, you get to a point where you have a lot of the files just on your computer and you kind of know what to do. I'll just reference a video every now and then just in case I get stuck somewhere. And then also, if you purchase a Nintendo 3DS that's already modded, sometimes it's as simple as you just re-dragging back the finalized file to just run the homebrew apps again, because they might have just deleted everything so it doesn't look like it's modded. But yeah, it's all relative once you've been doing this a few times. Repetition breeds perfection, you know what I'm saying? Practice makes perfect. hShop, all that. See, we're done. Let's just hit A. Setup complete. And you're just gonna see everything on the home menu. When you get back to it, it's gonna reboot it and then just show you that you got a bunch of new software. At that point, go to Twilight, download. First, go to the updater and download Twilight. So that's what we're gonna do. Those in the future. So now you got, it's officially modded. 3DS is officially modded at this point. Took us all morning. Checkpoint. Theme manager is over there. FBI, which is key. FTPD, which is a sensational app. Actually, with that, I don't even need to remove the SD card again, and then the universal updater. So I'm gonna go ahead and go inside universal updater. So Twilight browser is right here. It's very available. Just click that Twilight menu and just download that. And then you also want to download, search for ND, forgive me, no stylus, NDS. Should be called forwarder. This whale right here, download the NDS forwarder. Boom. And that's gonna be available inside the homebrew launcher. You're gonna be able to forward your Nintendo DS games. And that's pretty much the two biggest things you need. And then there's also a widescreen thing. So I believe it's called TWI. Just download that as well. TWI. And let's see if we can find it. If not, we'll just come back to that later. It's the widescreen prompt for your Nintendo DS games. If you can't find it, that's fine. I can't find it right now as is. It might be this one. TW patch. All right, that's the widescreen patch. So just go ahead and download that one, the CIA for it. And now we have 3 downloads going on. Mainly Twilight Browser, which is going to be the heaviest download. So we're just going to chill here and let that thing matriculate or whatever you call it. So the reason you want to just have the Twilight Browser downloaded on here before you remove your SD card again after getting all of the finalized ROMs to show up is because you want to place your SD card in your computer one more time, move over all the files that you have as far as ROMs and games and all that stuff, so that when you place your SD card back in your Nintendo 3DS, you probably don't have to take it back out again. Mind you, these new 3DSs, you got to screw the plates back on, so you probably just don't want to keep taking stuff back off and on, back and forth. So everything's pretty much done now. We got new software. Let's see what it is. That's the widescreen patch. Twilight menu for the Nintendo DS. And the other one is the NDS forwarder. It's going to be in here once you move your ROMs over. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Okay, gang, so on my computer, I have transferred all of my CIA files to the CIA folder that I created for the 3DS. And I've also transferred all of my Nintendo DS ROM files into the Nintendo DS ROM folder that the Twilight menu application created. So we're gonna go ahead, drop this SD card back in here. Gonna fire this bad boy up. And before I show you guys just how I pull up those ROMs and those CIA files, I'm gonna go ahead and scan in the QR code for PKSM once the system boots itself up. So just give me a moment for that. So what you're gonna do is go to FBI right here. Open up my handy dandy iPad. I have a QR code for PKSM. You're gonna go down to titles. Nope, not that one. You're gonna go down to remote install, scan QR code, and scan this. My charger's in the way. Bam, PKSM, install. And that's gonna install PKSM just by scanning the QR code. And what PKSM does is if you play Pokemon or you're big on Pokemon games, you can edit your Pokemon game saves, edit certain Pokemon into your game. It's basically an action replay or a Game Shark for your Nintendo 3DS built into the system. And that's done. So I'm gonna hit B. I'm gonna go to SD. I'm gonna go to CIAs. And now these are the games that are inside of the CIA folder. Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby. And I'm just gonna go ahead and confirm each one, install and delete. 16 megabytes on this one. I also need to get the Legacy of Goku on here, but I'm gonna chill for right now. Make sure you install and delete just to save yourself some additional space. These are all games that I own. No infringement intended. Again, watch my video on injecting your own CIA files so that the games can appear on your home screen and you don't have to download the Game Boy Advance emulator. Even though that will work. It will work if you just run the emulator. It's on here. I can show you the GBA emulator on this one. It will work. It's just, it's gonna be better if you install and delete. Especially if you have an older 3DS, because that's funny. I actually got way more Game Boy Advance games on here than I even have on the other one. It's crazy. Demi Kids. Now, straight up emulating Game Boy Advance games is going to be better on the new 3DS systems. But if not, just inject them using Virtual Console and it's going to be seamless. So boom, we got PK Hex and a bunch of software now. Alright guys, so now you're going to go to your homebrew launcher. Now that we got all of these great games on here, you're going to go to your homebrew launcher, and mind you, using the new Super Virtual Injector, you can inject better looking CIA files. But we're just going to go to the homebrew launcher because we're going to pull up all of our Nintendo DS games. This way we don't have to use the Twilight launcher. You feel me? So boom, go to your NDS forwarder, and the NDS forwarder is going to create icons for all of your NDS games. Install all NDS. Do you wish to install forwarders for all NDS? Installing boot NDS, install complete. Go here to ROMs, go to NDS right here. I think you could just click this and it'll do all of them for all of your ROMs. So you might have Pokemon, you might have Dragon Ball Z in here, you might have Chrono Trigger, Kingdom Hearts, whatever you have. It's going to create an icon and you're going to have all of that software on your home screen. Now it says it's complete, so you're just going to hit back. You can hit home at this point, and you should have new software again. And now look, you got Chrono. Go ahead and hit this app. Consolidate. It's Christmas, you got a lot of gifts. Pokemon Black. All the ROMs on your PC. Mind you, this whole process for me is like pretty much streamlined. And the last thing I'm gonna do is scan the QR code for hShop and scan the QR code for a good theme. And then I'll just be able to download whatever game. Here's Metroid. So we got Metroid Prime on our Metroid 3DS. Sonic Rush. Pokemon Dash. It's a good one. Super Mario 64. Heart Gold. Platinum. Soul Silver. Pokemon White 2. Dragon Ball Z Super Sonic Warriors. So boom. Now what you want to do is you want to go over here to your theme manager and you want to get you a good theme. So now you want to download themes for your new 3DS. So let's go back home, go up here, change your theme to create theme data in your file. Theme manager. You can also look up themes on your iPad, 3DS themes, QR codes, and you could just do it like that. So press R to download from QR scanner. Then you're going to go to Theme Plaza on your iPad. You're gonna go through various different themes that could be possibly available to you if you like it. Whatever you like, whatever you prefer, right? And then since this is a Metroid system, I'll just do that one, Metroid. So I already have like Pokemon themes and all that. Let's say I want to do a Metroid Prime theme, which I really don't actually, but for the sake of the video and having a Metroid Prime 3DS, I think we're gonna go somewhere else with this. We're gonna do a Kingdom Hearts theme. We're gonna do Kingdom Hearts, guys. And I think we're gonna do this one right here with the girl. And then we're just gonna get our 3DS right here and we're gonna scan this QR code with the camera. So let me just move this in the center and scan this code. Move that cord. Boom, and it's downloading just like that. We're doing a 3DS theme or a Kingdom Hearts theme for our 3DS. And then the last thing that we're gonna do is download the hShop. Again, using the QR code. So boom, take the Aqua theme, select it, install no background music. So I always install with no background music. And then hShop QR code. So now you're gonna hit start to exit. It's gonna make you power off, I believe. I think it's gonna make you power off to see it. And then the last thing we're gonna do is download hShop, and you'll be able to pretty much download any 3DS titles or any additional themes that you may be after. And that's gonna pretty much be it. So let's fire it back up. All right, boom. Now we got that beautiful Kingdom Hearts theme going on right here. We're gonna go back in the FBI. I really like this theme. I would even we got Dream Drop Distance in here too, so that's dope. We're gonna go back to FBI and we're gonna download hShop via QR code. So put this down in the middle. You're gonna go down to your remote install, scan QR code, bam. You wanna install it, boom. That's gonna put hShop on your 3DS, and from there, you'll be able to download additional titles. So hit this right here. Should be new software, if I'm not mistaken. Bam, hShop. And with hShop, you could download any titles, you know, that you need, that you don't currently have. So that's really good. That's really cool. What's the last thing that we want to do now? You gotta do the TL prompt. So let's go to that application, which I believe is right here, and click on this. So I had to do this process over again because I didn't watch the tutorial properly. So you guys make sure you watch the tutorials on every single step that you're trying to do. This video is for entertainment purposes only, not for educational, but for entertainment. You didn't do anything that I did. There we go, we finally did it. Now we have Sonic Colors in widescreen, Nintendo 3DS games in widescreen. And I think we're pretty much 100% modded over here. We did it. We modded the Metroid Prime Special Edition 3DS. We successfully installed the widescreen prompt. We successfully moved over our ROMs from the 3DS onto the Nintendo. Or we moved the ROMs from the PC onto the 3DS. We're now playing DS games in glorious widescreen. I don't have the widescreen prompt on this one, you know, but now we got Sonic Colors. I love Sonic Colors. I really do. I mean that, like, I love Sonic colors, man. No tutorial. Drop me right into the action, man. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We're finally in action, baby. You know. Look at that. It's beautiful. Sonic, man. He's fast. He's collecting all the rings. You know what to do. Yeah. Like I said, with a modded 3DS, the possibilities are endless. You can download your whole Nintendo DS library on here. You could play Sonic, you could play Pokemon. You got PKSM on here. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, fully widescreen. There you have it. We pretty much modded our new Nintendo 3DS. Special edition, we got the Kingdom Hearts backdrop. We got hShop installed, so all the games you see here on the floor, we can download these onto here. We got the Kingdom Hearts game in here. We got the Pokemon games in here. I'm gonna go ahead and get nicer drops for the virtual console like these. See that Pokemon Emerald with the red console and the green cartridge, or Pokemon Fire Red, green cartridge, green console, orange cartridge, versus these, you know what I'm saying? But I make them myself at this point. I also need to go ahead and drop the red and blue files, which I also have. I got to inject those CIAs, so that's going to be cool. I'll probably do that in a later update. But so far, so good. I'm pretty excited, pretty pleased with this right here. Yeah, like I said, modding your 3DS, the possibilities are endless. I appreciate you guys for tapping in with me. Just one last finishing touch. Go ahead and turn that over like so. Now that my system is done with all of the computer stuff and technicalities, if I ever want to update anything, I could just use FTPD to update files that are on my SD card. And we're done. That's it, guys. So thank you for watching. like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. The next video will be an update to my 3DS collection. And we're out.